So Zack Martin has officially been rolled out. Oh, great. Washington has one of the best defensive lines in football. Fun. Plus, why this week and this game might actually tell us whether or not the Cowboys should, in fact, move on from some of these coaches. I know, only after 7 weeks, but we'll find out from this game. But first, today's video is brought to you by Miller Lite. Miller Lite is the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Want one of these cups? It's a cool cup. Well, what about this freaking awesome jacket? Subscribe right now to the channel. I'm giving away all of this Dallas Cowboys gear to my subscribers. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving it all away. Hats, flags, it's upside down, shirts, and of course this badass jacket. Hit subscribe, tell your friends. Once I get to 1,000, I'm giving it all away, and you could win it if you're a subscriber. So on Friday, Mike McCarthy said that Zack Martin was going to miss the Cowboys game against the football team on Sunday. Martin left Monday night's game against Arizona with a concussion, and with it being a short week and unable to practice, he's not out of concussion protocol, ergo he'll miss the game. Cowboys will now be without 4 of their starting 5 offensive linemen. It looks like they're going to have Cam Irving at left tackle, Connor Williams at left guard, Tyler Biadasz, a rookie at center, Connor McGovern, a second-year player with very minimal experience at right guard, and undrafted free agent rookie at Terrence Steele at right tackle. Things should go well against arguably the best defensive line in football. I mean, that is the strength of Washington's team. I mean, they've built it with a lot of first-round picks along their defensive line, including Montez Sweat and Chase Young the last 2 years, Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne going back, and who can forget about Ryan Kerrigan, who's given the Cowboys fits for a decade now. So that's a very, very tough lineup of pass rushers and defensive linemen to go up against, especially when your offensive line is compromised. Now, look, the Cowboys, we'll see what they do game plan-wise on the offensive side of the ball to try to neutralize that with a compromised offensive line and not the most fleet-of-foot quarterback. But they're going to need to do something different than they did last week because they've got to give Andy Dalton some time in order to get the football out. And Arizona really took away those short screens that they were trying to do on the perimeter in that West Coast offense to really soften up the Arizona defense. It didn't really work last week, so we'll see maybe if it works this week. I don't know. Probably not. The Cowboys do, though, have advantages in this game, and namely offense versus offense, with Kyle Allen being the starting quarterback for Washington, and not many weapons, not much of a passing game, not much of a running game, just not much offense in any capacity whatsoever for Washington. They're kind of a grease fire in offense. As good as they are on defense and their defensive line specifically, they're really bad everywhere else. They're like a behemoth at their defensive line and a little horrible team. But I think there's a drastic importance in this game in how the Cowboys respond to what we saw this week from Jane Slater of the NFL Network, who had multiple anonymous players tell her that this coaching staff was unprepared, that they weren't teaching, that they just didn't have the right schemes, basically threw the coaching staff under the bus and saying, well, we're not playing bad, it's the coaching staff. Which, if you look at the film, it's a lot of all of it. It's bad coaching, it's bad playing, it's bad front office, it's bad. This is a team ever. Everybody on this team is wearing it. Everybody, front office and down, everybody wears it. So how does this team respond? Right? Because multiple players in that locker room raked that coaching staff through the coals. So the coaching staff is now going to ask these players to respond. And if we see more of the same sloppy penalties, bad execution, turnovers, we see more of that, then there's no reason to believe that this team will get better under this coaching staff. And I'm not advocating for anybody to get fired after 7 games, but this is the week for this team to respond to criticisms of its coaching staff. This is the week for the coaching staff to try to prove its worth and instill that in the players. This is the week to see how they respond. And if they don't, then you should probably lose all hope for this season. Maybe all hope has already been lost. Cowboys and Washington football team. The pregame show starts at 9 o'clock on your home of the Dallas Cowboys with me and Brian Broaddus. 105.3 The Fan locally in Dallas and across the Dallas Cowboys radio network. Of course, kickoff at noon with the postgame show to follow. And remember, hit subscribe. You could win this awesome jacket and many of other awesome cool gear that you could put on and don during Cowboys games moving forward this season.